Hello everyone and welcome back to my boss guide series. Today we are going to deal with Carrera, the magnetic avarice. As your mission to destroy the Datastore commences, you will be facing with this dude here, Carrera, who is always phrasing his sentences in ye old English. Looking forward to this day that he gets to challenge Gunvolt, he transforms into his sumeragi gear. Even though his personality and dialogue is laughable, he packs a lot of power. So prepare your bodies for this. Carrera always starts off the battle by using a magnetic tackle. This magnetic tackle is actually quite powerful and you should dodge it. Just jump and use your flash field in mid-air to lower your falling speed. Using the boost vent will make this dodge much easier. This magnetic tackle is so powerful that some parts of the ceiling start to fall off. You can either dodge those parts or simply destroy them using the flash field. Since Carrera is quite bulky, he always uses a tackle to position himself. It also acts as an attack, but it is easy to dodge and easy to read. His third attack pattern starts with him jumping in the air and floating there for multiple seconds. During this, his shoulder pads are acting as hands and will try to grab you for the upcoming attack. What you gotta do is actually follow the patterns of each hand. Both of those hands will slide on the walls and the floor. Just look out for the first hand that moves. Then the second hand will move going in the same pattern. Once both hands moved, Carrera will jump down using an explosive blast, which will deal a lot of damage. If you got caught by one of those hands, this attack will hit you no matter what. If you manage to actually dodge those hands, you can still be hit by the explosion. So depending on where you stand, you either move a little bit to the right or to the left to escape the explosion. During this attack, your privation comes in handy, though the privation can only prevent one of those hands' attacks. That chaff debuff, it is called, will act like overheating, so you cannot dodge the other hand just like you did with the first one. So you have to legitimately dodge the other hand. After this, he's just going to repeat his patterns, so you memorize them well and go on with the second phase. Once you reach the second phase of this boss, he'll position himself using tackle and then charge up a powerful blast. The strength of the following blast depends on your actions. If you tag Carrera and shoot him with the flash field while he is charging up this blast, the blast will grow in size and also be different to dodge. If you don't attack him while he's charging up, the blast will be severely smaller and much easier to dodge. If you so happen to accidentally attack Carrera with your pistol, use the left and right shoulder buttons on your controller, which will make you switch between weapons, and also nullify the attacks that you've already applied. In his second phase, Carrera also extends one of his movements. Remember those shoulder pads from before? This pattern can now be used 2 times. Meaning that you can be caught much easier. Dodging it is similar to before. The difficulty here lies within reading this movement, because sometimes he's only going to use this pattern once and sometimes he's going to use it twice. The trick here is to observe whether or not the shoulder parts reattach with him immediately or not. After this, he's just going to repeat his patterns over and over again until you get to the third phase. Once you reach the third phase of Carrera's boss battle, he starts off with his special attack, Quasar Collapse. This attack summons a blast you saw before, but this time he's sending it in the middle of the boss room. It will eventually expand and cover almost the entire room. If you happen to touch this giant ass orb, you'll be instantly inflicted with overheating status, which makes you completely vulnerable to the attack that follows, a huge explosion. This attack is actually insta-kill. When I recorded this, my Gunvolt was already level 91, so I had a lot more health points than I did when I first challenged him. But since you cannot survive this while first challenging him, you have to dodge this attack. Dodging it is actually not too hard. Once Carrera begins this attack, just dash towards the other corner of the room. You can only dodge this attack by pressing your dash button like crazy. Trying to do it otherwise will only result in hand cramps. I speak from experience. Also, don't use the flash field or jump during this attack, or else this magnetic field will pull you much stronger, rendering it impossible to dodge. Well, that's pretty much about it. After this attack, he's just going to repeat all of the movements he did so far. I am unsure whether or not the special attack will be used a second time by Carrera, but by the time before this happens you probably defeated him already. So continue dodging his attacks, also dodge his special attack, and you're good to go. You defeated Carrera. Hope this boss guide was helpful to you, and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye!